Okay, regardless, we're gonna start now. Question 1, make sure you know how to measure with a protractor at home. All these cover all the different types of angles. I noticed there's one type that is not shown here. That is reflex angles. Okay, so when we have angles looking like this, and you need to measure this angle X. Do you know how to do it? Don't know. What's the problem with this angle X? It's outside your 180 degrees, right? Your protractor only can measure 180 degrees, but this is more than 180 degrees. So what can we do? So listen carefully. Okay, you can use your protractor to measure this angle. Let's say your protractor shows you that this is 150 degrees. This angle can be measured by a protractor. So X must be 360 minus 150. 210 degrees. Any questions? So this is the only type of angle that is not shown in your question 1. Make sure you know how to do it as well. Let's continue with question 2. Which are the right angles? Angle F. Which are acute angles? So acute, small and acute, we've got our angles A, angle B. Then we have obtuse. Obtuse angles will be our angle C, angle E, whereas the last one, angle D, is a reflex angle. You need to know all the names. We can test you on this. So classify them as acute, obtuse, right, or reflex. I find that the easiest is right angles, because right angles, something that we see all the time, all around us, that 90 degree, that corner of your ruler, the corner of the whiteboard, the corner of your paper, the corner of the test paper that you're going to receive. All these corners are 90 degrees, and you can see them on your protractor as well. So it is indicated by this box over here, whereas the rest have curves. Everything else all curved. Only when you see a box like in angle D, then it is a right angle. So anything less than your 90 degrees, we human beings are able to see and recognize shapes. We can see and recognize that angle A is smaller than that corner of your paper. Angle C is smaller than the corner of your paper. So these two are the ones that are acute. So we've done A, we've done C, we've done D. Let's move on to the next one, obtuse. Obtuse is larger than 90, but it is smaller than 180. Smaller than the angle on a straight line. So we've got our angles B and E. That leaves us with the remaining angle F as reflex. C. Look at it and tell that it is a huge angle. Almost going to complete one round already. It is more than 180 degrees. It is reflex. Next is your calculation of angles. In this page for question 4, notice that all of them are on a straight line. So we write down the equation. A plus 50 degrees, that gives us 180 degrees. This is incomplete. You have to state the reason. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Have you already memorized this? If you haven't, then you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to memorize this line. Plus a few more. Since we are there, let me just list down what you need to memorize. We've got your A plus B, 180 degrees. This will be your adjacent angles on a straight line. We have our angles at a point. ADJ is adjacent. Adjacent means side by side. So this is the total angle at a point. We've got our X, where we say these two angles are the same, A and B. Angle A equals to angle B, vertically opposite angles. We have A and B. Angle A equals to angle B. Corresponding angles, parallel lines. That's the letter F. Got the letter U. A and B. Angle A plus angle B gives us 180 degrees. Interior angles, parallel lines. And the final one, the letter Z. A and B. Angle A equals angle B. Alternate angles, parallel lines. Is there any more that you have learned? That's all, isn't it? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Oh no, I leave it to your for your self-study. If you are interested in doing well, you will refer to the answer that will be provided on Google Classroom, and you will check yourself. If you are not interested, then so be it. Okay, so these are the 6. You have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have 4 days to memorize these 6. If you think that you can do it on Sunday night, then I clap for you. Sunday night, you can memorize everything. I never put a minus mark. I wouldn't say 0 marks, but there will be marks deducted. So if you think you can do this memorization on Sunday night, and then on Monday you come to school for the test, no stress, then very good. But if you know your own standard, you know that it's going to be quite tough, then you should start memorizing them now. Today, memorize maybe 2. Tomorrow, memorize 2. Saturday, memorize 2. Sunday, revise 6. Then you'll be okay. And you notice that I've written these down many times in class, right? If every time I'm writing it, I am revising it, then that proves to you that if you keep on writing it, you will also memorize it quite easily. So every time I write it down, did you write it down? Because if you did, then it serves as your revision. So back to question 4a. Now that we have obtained an equation, I want to find the value of a. On both sides, I will need to minus 50. Minus 50 degrees. So that I get 180 minus 50, and we get 30 degrees. No, 130. Okay? 130 degrees. Now I'm going to do selected questions only. Part B is the same. It's just that the values are different. So I'm going to skip that. Part C. Part C, we have 3 angles. Similar to part D. Part D also has 3 angles. I will choose to do part D. In part D, 10 degrees plus 20 degrees plus D, again, gives us 180 degrees. Reason, adjacent angles on a straight line. No reason, minus mark. So on the left-hand side, 10 plus 20, we get 30 degrees plus D, total 180. I only want the value of D. So I'm going to subtract 30 on both sides, leaving me with 180 minus 30. That is 150 degrees. Those questions that I'm not doing in class, I'll be posting an answer on Google Classroom. You can check it out yourself. Yeah, and then the rest, they are the same. So I'm not going to go through. Next page. Find the unknown angles. Demonstrate for the second one. First and second one, they are the same. Angle B, okay, we can just write B. B will be 100 degrees. Is that all? No, you have to write the reason. Vertically opposite angles. Then you get a full mark. C and D are very similar. I shall do question C. Your objective is to find the letter X. This X over here. So when you can identify this X, the 97 degrees will be our C plus 36. 97 will be the C plus 36. So here we have C plus 36 degrees, 97 degrees. Again, reason, vertically opposite angles. We're going to take away 36 on both sides, leaving us with C equals to 97 minus 36, 61 degrees. And here I'm going to demonstrate just one. Let's do part B, where we have angles at a point. The angle sum will be a total of 360 degrees. This you will need to memorize. So let's add everything up, and we state that it is equal to 360. We've got our 90 degrees, 60, 39, plus y. All these will give us 360 degrees. So let's add everything on the left-hand side. 99 plus 90, 189 degrees, plus y, 360. So a value for y, 360 minus 189. How much is it? 171. Yep, correct. So is there anything missing for my presentation? Explanation. What is the reason that is supposed to be given? Nobody knows? Angles? Yes, angles at a point. So this will be used for all 4 examples on this page. Angles at a point. Moving on to question 7. Don't worry if you haven't finished copying. This is not a copying session. I'd rather you think and learn and do your questions at home. Okay, so here we have a triangle and it tells us that LQ is parallel to MP. LQ, MP. You listen, see the little arrowheads? They tell us that these 2 lines are parallel. When they are parallel lines, we will be using either the letter F, letter U, or the letter Z. Confirm one of these will be used, maybe more. So calculate the value of MPN. MPN. This is the angle that I'm interested in. Typically, there are a few ways of doing such a question. In order to find this unknown angle, we see that it belongs on a straight line. That's where our adjacent angles on a straight line comes in. In order to find that value using adjacent angles on a straight line, I need this unknown angle. The moment I can find an unknown angle, I add it to 25, I take that sum away from 180, I get the answer. So now my problem becomes one of finding the value of LPM. LPM. Because there are parallel lines, can you find one of these letters? Yes. What is the letter that you see? Letter Z. Can you see letter Z? Which are the angles I'm interested in? The letter Z. In this case, it will be the 40 degrees as well as my unknown. And they are equal. So we need to state the reason together with the working. Angle LPM equals to 40 degrees. Alternate angles parallel lines. Now I know that this is 40 degrees. I can calculate angle MPN already, because MPN plus 40, which is what I just found, plus 25 equals 180 degrees. Reason: adjacent angles on a straight line. And this brings us back to our earlier questions on how to solve for the unknown. Angle MPN plus 65 gives us 180. Angle MPN will be 180 minus 65, giving us a value of 115. Can I have a show of hands? Did anybody get this correct? Don't talk about reasons. Do you get a value correct? Value? Raise your hand. Got a value? Okay. Who got the values and the reasons correct? And the reason? None. Okay, so please take note, value itself not enough. You will get some marks, but I want you to get full marks. So that includes your reason. Next one, find the value of P. See the parallel lines. When you see parallel lines, immediately write down F, U, Z. Draw in the parallel, or the parallel. Draw in the angles that we are interested in. So if your memory is bad, right, you memorize this, when the test paper is given to you, don't look at all the questions. Immediately write down F, U, Z. Write down A equals to B, reason. A plus B equals 180 degrees, reason. A equals to B, reason. So that later when you're doing, then you can refer to your own formula list that you created yourself. So I see parallel lines. I want to find the value of P. Can you find the letter F in this case? For letter F? No, no letter F. Letter U? Yes. For letter U. Letter U over here. Letter U over here. Okay, but they don't seem very helpful in finding the value of P. And we also have the letter Z. Now, this is useful because P has a value of 50. We see that from the letter Z. So P is 50 degrees. Alternate angles, parallel lines. Do you think you can do this by yourself? At least for part A. Do you think you can do it by yourself during the test? Can? Take a look at this part. You know what this means? The green color highlighted portion. It says 2012 P1 Q3. This was taken from a Sec 4 N-level question. So about 8 years back, the students in Evergreen Secondary School, as well as all the other secondary schools in Singapore, taking the 4NT paper, they had this question in their paper 1, question 3. If you can do it now, then that's good. It shows you that your skill level is where we want it to be already at the end of Sec 4. Whatever you are learning in Sec 1 will be tested in Sec 4. If you choose to slack away, thinking that you have a lot of time, you're going to have a harder and harder time in future. Okay, so keep trying to motivate yourself. Don't give up. It is very hard to restart once you give up. Now, part B. Angle Q. Over here, again, our adjacent angles on a straight line is the same. It is tested for our N levels. 60 plus 50 plus Q, 180 degrees. Reason, adjacent angles on a straight line. 110 plus Q, 180. Q, 180 minus 110, 70 degrees. Okay, this is the last angle question. So AB parallel to DC. Parallel lines again. Draw your F, U, Z. These are the letters we want to find. Find the value of X. X is over here. So I see the letter Z. Letter Z means we should be using alternate angles. So X equals to 30 degrees. Alternate angles, parallel lines. Yeah, that's the answer. So X has a value of 30. Now for the value of Y. We're going to use our letter U. In our letter U, we say that the sum of the angles will be 180 degrees. So 130 plus Y plus X. X was found to be 30. This gives us a total of 180. Interior angles, parallel lines. So 160 plus Y, 180. Y, 20 degrees. Has anybody gone beyond this page already? Early on? Went beyond already. Okay, then I'll continue. Okay, now we do something simpler. Pictogram. Students, various brands of mobile phone. Each of these stick men represents 4 students. So you got 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 students here. Here we got 8 students. 20 students. Okay, this kind of thing you can do it very quickly. Just multiply by the number. Okay, next one, part A. How many students use mobile phones of the S brand? 20. The total number is 56. So altogether, we are expecting 56 students. How many icons must be drawn for the L brand? So if there are 56 altogether, then what is the unknown over here? 56 minus 16 minus 8 minus 20. What do we get? 4, 24, 44, 12, right? 12. So there are 12 students using the L brand. If there are 12 students, we will have 3 icons. We need to draw 3 of them. Okay, any questions so far? We get a total of 56. If I were to draw 3 stickmen, so yes, you can calculate that yourself. So find the percentage of students who do not use mobile phone of the A brand. If they don't use mobile phone of the A brand, then we're only interested in the rest. How many people are there? So percentage will be, you take 8 plus 20 plus 12. These are the students who do not use the A brand. 8, 20, 12. They use other than A. Over the total of 56 times 100%, because they ask for percentage. So this, do it, run off to 3SF. So this you can do by yourself. Just press calculator. Wow, so many. Okay, we'll just do the pie chart and we will end here. Pie chart. So here I have included some more algebra. In a pie chart, what is the total angle? Total, one full round. 360 degrees. So all of them added up must give me 360 degrees. That will help us with part A. 2x plus 30 plus x plus 80 plus 40 has a total of 360. Okay, can you see that? 2x plus 30, x 80, 40. Total must be 360. Because angles at a point. How many x do we have altogether? 2x and x. Total 3x. And then 30, 80, that's 110, plus 40, 150. Total 360. Now we want to find x. 3x plus 150 is 360. Get rid of that 150 by subtracting 150, leaving us with 210. So 3x is equal to 210. 3 times of something is 210. What must one of them be? You will have to divide. So 210 over 3, 70. X has a value of 70. So even though we say that we are testing you on statistics, testing you on angles, testing you on symmetry, we can still put in algebra. What are you watching on the screen? Nothing? Jin Xian? What's Xian Rui watching? Pay attention, huh? Google Classroom don't have answer yet. Answer here. Okay, so part A done. Part B, percentage again. Whose favorite pastime is watching movies? So watching movies, you got 80 degrees. Part B, percentage for movies. 80 over 360. When you want the percentage of something, we always divide it by the total. In this case, total is 360 degrees times 100%. Calculator, figure it out. And the rest of the answers will all be on Google Classroom by tonight. Okay? Nasrin, are you in my Google Classroom? Okay. Stay behind for a while. The rest